What is going on, everybody? Hello? Welcome to the stream. Welcome to week 5. It's the countdown. It is finally the final countdown.
I'm whistling at the viewers you saw.
What the hell?
They're so beautiful.
They're very attractive viewers.
Oh, shit!
No! Got an echo.
Hello?
Uh-oh. Crazy echo. Here, yeah.
Yeah, they're also attractive. I'm catcalling them.
You're catcalling the viewers.
Cat calls.
There you go.
Yes.
So welcome to the pre-stream, everyone. This is week 5. This is 5 more weeks of co-op until the big move. 5 more weeks.
5 more actual days or
Actual
or
dates.
in 5 weeks?
No, actual dates. It's actually 6 weeks because there's next week I'm busy.
So what's the actual date? That's the last day.
The last day that we will be doing co-op is June 14th, as long as nothing delays my move, which I'm hoping doesn't.
June 14th.
But it's probably gonna be June 14th.
That'd be funny if it's like,
It could.
if it's like the last day, and
Yeah.
then we do it, and then you're like, oh, I got another 6 weeks.
No, there's no way, because I can't have that place paying for it and not be out there,
Yeah.
you know. But
We're closing this month, though, so no.
all right, I'll own it by the end of this month, and I'll already be paying for it.
Yeah.
So
That's fun.
yeah. So I need to move. I mean, the only thing I'm thinking is maybe we're trying to make all the arrangements, and for whatever reason we can't get the moving companies to coincide with each other.
Yeah.
You know, that week that I want to do it, then we'll bump it a week. You know.
What happens if you show up at your new place and I'm already there?
What the hell? John's inside. John's inside in a folding chair. What took you so long?
Making an omelet. Made you guys omelets. What do you want?
Welcoming omelets.
go.
It'd be awesome.
It's not gonna happen. Sorry.
Nah. It's all right, John. John saw my place for the first time.
Well, the video.
Showed him the video.
Yeah.
Showed him the video.
Yep.
And
I was thinking, where are you gonna put all the statues?
I don't know yet.
That's what was going through my head when I was watching it.
I don't know yet. We do have that spare like room area that's off the master
You should
bedroom.
make a room just of like stuff.
That's what I'm thinking, because it's a narrow room and there's not a lot of room in it.
If you could display everything.
Yeah.
That's what I've always wanted, like a room you could put like just a
Like
collection,
shelving,
a collection room.
and like a case and all the stuff
Yeah,
around it.
man.
You just walk in and you see it. You
Yeah,
know,
that'd be awesome.
it's possible right off
You
the
gotta
master
dust it. You
bedroom.
gotta dust it though. That's the problem.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I don't dust it now, so that's okay. Go touch one of these things like, pff, oh.
Just hire someone to come dust once every 5 years.
Go dust the room. Go dust my museum.
Yeah. If you break anything, you won't get paid.
That's right.
That's how it goes.
But yeah, so it's becoming more and more real every week, moving closer towards it.
It's becoming real, damn real.
Yeah, it is. Much like Kurt Angle's impending end of his
Leaving the company.
contract with TNA,
Yeah.
it's becoming more and more real for me too.
Yep.
And so we got this week. Next week's a bye week. We got the week after that. The week after that, we're going to be doing Mario Kart 8 for sure.
Okay.
That's going to be good. That'll be a whole day of just messing with that. I mean, trying to different characters and racing people online, battle mode. That'll be good. And then the week after, there's 2 weeks left after that. And what I'd like to do is maybe 1 week, kind of see if we can get some people together and do like a party style thing where maybe we do like a party and like I got We Party right here, you know.
Right.
Party games, you know, kind of messing around. Maybe you and me, so we can get Howard, possibly OJ, or you know,
Possible.
someone. So you know, Joe could come out of the woodwork and see. If we
Yeah,
can
okay. Actually,
all
I
coordinate.
saw him last week. I was telling him you're going and stuff. So
Oh yeah.
he seemed like he was down for something.
And then if Capcom, in all of their wisdom, decides to eventually release Ultra Street Fighter 4, which I was talking to John about today, they said they've now come out and publicly said, "Oh, we rest assured, it will be coming out in early June," but they're still not giving a release date.
Maybe it's like a big surprise.
They're still not giving a release date.
They don't want to. It's a surprise. It'll just be there one day.
It's live, everyone.
3 a.m.
Amazing.
It'll only be available for 2 hours. If you don't buy it within that time frame, you're done.
If you buy it within the first 2 hours, Poison is not a tranny. She's actually a hot woman. But if you buy it after that...
Have you seen the endings?
Of what?
The characters? Like the story
No.
mode? I watched some of them.
They're out already?
Well, yeah, because the game's in
Oh,
Japan.
that's right. It's arcades in Japan
So people
already.
record them.
Yeah.
Silly, very silly.
Oh yeah,
It's funny though.
silly endings.
Like Poisons, they form a band.
Nice.
Several of the characters, and then Ryu and Ken have like makeup on.
Nice, like Kiss.
Yeah, it's like an '80s band, and they perform, and they're like famous and they tour. And
I would watch them on tour.
I think that's canon.
Go.
I think that's the canon story.
That is the canon story.
That's one thing about Street Fighter. You always wanted them to do like a canon story, right? But they can never really give it to you, right? You think about how many games they made, and the story is so all over the place.
It's right. You can't follow the games in chronological order and find out what happened. It's too confusing.
Not really.
A lot of it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Like Bison dies in every game, yet he's fucking back every
always
game.
Back.
Akuma, what's he there for? I don't get it.
We still don't even know. He just comes out.
And he's there to kill Gen, and other ones he's trying to corrupt Ryu.
Is Gen supposed to be alive in that game,
or is he
like
he's a zombie?
Or is he some sort of like what if type of situation?
He's a zombie. When does Street Fighter 4 even take place? Does it take place before or after Street Fighter 3?
It's before 3.
It's before 3? What the fuck?
I believe so, yeah.
That's stupid. I didn't even know that. That's so stupid.
I'm not 100% on that, but I'm pretty sure.
Forget it. Don't even try to figure out a story for Street Fighter. It's dumb.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's disappointing.
Dumb.
There should be a storyline that you can go, okay.
You can follow.
Because then even if the game sucks, you'd be like, all right, well, we'll see what happens with the storyline.
Right. I'll play it just for the story modes and.
I like these characters and grew up with them. Let's see what they're up to.
Right.
Apparently, Ryu and Ken join a band. Okay.
There you go.
Right. So I don't know, man.
But yeah, so if it does come out, if Ultra Street Fighter 4 does come out before I move, there's potential. It could be even the last weekend before I move. I have a big event here, similar to some of the events that I threw when I first moved in here, way back in 2009, 2010, where we'll try to get all the people back who used to play with us. Some people we haven't seen in a long time, like Justin, Drew, local players, right? Well, Howard.
It's gonna be kind of weird.
Also, our friends from up in Boston way, Nestor and Ed, who I have not seen since the TGA days, really.
Do they still play stuff, or what's going on with that?
Nestor basically gave up because the last version was so fucking stupid. Like, there was something about the last version before AE 2012, whatever that middle version was. He hated it so much because they changed so much shit and made characters overpowered that he stopped playing.
Super. You liked Super?
I think it was
Super AE.
He didn't like AE.
I think it was like another AE.
Yeah, the AE 2012 that fixed all the shit they fucked up in regular AE. So I think around AE he just was like, I'm not playing this anymore. This is ridiculous nonsense. He still follows it, but he doesn't play anymore. But we haven't. Jeez, I mean, TGA days, dude. That was what 2008, 2009. I can't remember.
God.
When was the last time we were at TGA before they closed? Went out of business.
It was 2009ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was before 2000. It was before Evo in 2009.
Tokyo.
Because we went to
game. What was the
Tokyo Game Action?
Action. That's right.
Because we went to Evo, and then we never went back after that. I don't think.
Right. Yeah.
As far as I remember, right?
We went to Evo in 2007.
Well, you guys went back for Street Fighter 4.
That's right.
I didn't go.
That's right.
I was having some personal problems at the time.
That's right.
2000, whatever that was.
Yeah. So yeah, for the Street Fighter 4, I went for their launch event.
When the hell was that?
And they had.
What year was that?
I'm pretty.
2011.
That was the last time, because after that was when it. Yeah. I'm remembering now.
When did that game come out?
2009. And the arcade version came out late 2008, and that's when I went. That was the last time I was there and saw those guys. Yep.
Yeah, you're right. 2009, you didn't go to Evo. I'm thinking of 2007.
Nope, 2007 was when we went.
2007 was the last time I was probably at Tokyo Game Action.
Damn.
And I know, and you guys went like once or twice
once
after that.
Once or twice in between, and then I went in late 2008.
2008, I was on personal issues. I was trying to deal with.
Well, we all have those. We all have those, John.
I was out of the loop for a bit.
It's okay, perfectly fine. And then it was funny because I went to that TGA and I recorded it. I recorded the event. I have video up on the King of Hate HD, I believe, and it might have been on Dark Side Phil. Now that I'm thinking about it, I can't really remember. Of some matches that I recorded and me playing at TGA.
Yeah.
That launch event.
You were using Geef.
No, I was using Honda.
Oh, okay.
Blanca and Honda, yeah.
Did you have some kind of crazy streak or something?
I had 80-something wins, and then Nestor showed up because he had played the game before, and he showed up and beat me, and I was like, well, that's not fair. We're all day one players. This guy played the game before, and he beat me.
The game was so odd when it came out because no one was really like, no one like loved it, but they were like, oh, it's so pretty good. But then everyone was.
It was an oddity because we hadn't seen a new Street Fighter game in like a decade.
So like, what the hell's this thing?
And like, what the hell? Like, wow! And there was new shit in it that we'd never seen. You know, the focus attacks.
Right.
And it was like, what is this? We have to learn how to implement this in the fights.
There's a lot of curiosity about it.
Yeah.
Like, okay, something. And then it became kind of like, oh, it's only alright. But we'll play it all the time anyway.
Yeah, that first version because of Sagat was pretty much, you know, had problems. You had one character that literally was the best character in the game, and then everyone else, you know, kind of ranked after.
So if you have those people over, man, we'll have a couple different games going, maybe different types of games.
Yeah, if we could get stuff going,
that'd be interesting.
Get some people over to do some crazy
stuff. Get a bunch of people that haven't played Street Fighter years.
Yeah,
to play again.
Playing again for the
last time.
Last time here.
The first time in a while, the last time ever.
Last time here, right? Unless some crazy shit happens to get us back together again, but you know, I think we've both of us have kind of moved on from that chapter of our lives where we're not, you know, as the people go nuts. Phil, when Ultra Street Fighter 4 comes out, will you play it? Well, yes, I will play it. Will you play it a lot? Well, at first, yeah, I'll probably play it a lot, and we'll see how it is with the balance. Will you go to tournaments and go to Evo? No.
People are going to be tired of that by September. They'll be asking for another version.
Yeah, all the broken shit.
Oh, I don't like this and that. They should add more characters.
Already people are massively complaining about the stuff they did to the game.
Oh, yeah.
Like, because it's already out in Japan, people already know. So Hugo and Elena are completely worthless because how do you play them in a game with no parries?
Well, I saw the match with Hugo versus Dalzim.
Yeah.
People were going nuts about because he was just hitting them with one thing over and over.
Yeah. All you just press one button, you beat him.
Yeah, I guess we'll see when it comes out. But
apparently, it's a one button win.
The game, it seems a little thrown together. Like, oh, let's just get one less squirt of cash out of this franchise.
That's what it is. It's been a few years since the last one. They need to get more money out of it because they're not selling anything else anymore.
Yeah.
You know, Resident Evil's done for now. After 6, everyone panned that.
That's the end of that.
They tried to reboot DMC. That's failed. Everything they're doing is failed.
Mega Man, they just totally gave up.
Yeah, so now they're like, we got to get another spurt of money out of this franchise before it
one last squirt,
dies.
Squirt in the face of
so,
money.
I don't know. We'll see. But, already all the changes and stuff. Ryu can't FADC at all his Dragon Punch, which was like his one way to hit his Ultra.
I always hated that shit. I'm glad that's gone.
Oh.
That's so stupid, man.
Why is that stupid?
Because if you get one land on Dragon Punch, then you can get
yeah, but every other character still has it except Ryu.
Well, that's a problem. Well, I'm just saying in general.
They only took it out because apparently this was Combo Fiend. He says, Ryu, it's not fair that he can pressure with the Dragon Punch and it's a guess, and if he doesn't hit it, he can still FADC and he's safe. I was like, but Combo Fiend, what tournament fucking results do you see where Ryu dominates everything that he needs a nerf?
Yeah.
Instead, nerf the characters that dominate every tournament. No, he didn't do that. He just, what he personally didn't like about the game, he decided
What's
to
funny is that that thing with Ryu was like the selling point of the game. Like, that would be like, look what you could do.
That was how they showed it.
Yeah,
look,
right.
Dragon Punch FADC Ultra.
That's what you could do. But
That's how
I
they showed
just
it
say
off.
personally, I never liked that idea because you shouldn't get a whole freaking Ultra based because you landed one shitty move.
I agree. Like, it's super safe.
And you get sometimes they get twice in a round. It's like,
because you have a full super bar, right? You can do it twice. If anything,
and they get it because they get the Ultra because you beat them up,
right?
Not because they did something to earn it, right?
Right.
Because they sucked and they took damage,
and that was their
the Ultra.
That was their factor with the game. Remember when they made Street Fighter 4 extremely lax inputs so that the common person who doesn't practice a lot can still do all the moves.
Mm-hmm.
That turnaround mechanic where if you get beat up, you get your Ultra so that you can have a crazy comeback out of nowhere by landing the Ultra.
That's what most games became.
That's what all of them are now. Every fighting game is like that. Everyone has that.
Every game is like that, though.
Well, I mean, in some regard, there's other competitive games you can't really have a crazy turnaround mechanic like that.
Right.
If you're playing an FPS game, you know what I mean, and you're that far behind, unless one person on your team gets an insane kill streak and nukes the fucking map,
right?
There's not really going to be a chance of you coming back.
Yeah. That's how it goes.
So anyway, there's a possibility that I may be doing a last hurrah fighting game event here. I don't know how many people will care about it, but I don't really care either because I'm doing it for, for us to have a final send-off.
Get a big giant pizza.
That'd be crazy because we'll do a marathon stream. The stream will just be live all day, Whatever's on the big TV will be on stream all day. With a mic here, people talking.
Webcam it.
Yeah, we'll have webcams going. We'll have a, picture. We could go between different scenes, show what's going on the webcam, show what's going on the different things.
Yeah, it'd be good.
It'd be interesting.
I think
The
so.
CT send-off celebration stream.
You gotta get Min to come back.
I don't even know where he is anymore. Where is he?
I don't know. It's a good question.
After he left, Walter's place, went off with Team Spooky, I never heard from him again.
Became a gypsy.
Yeah. Pretty much is a gypsy. Right? He doesn't hang his
Wandering
hat
the country
anywhere.
He's
like Ryu.
A stick in the
He's
trunk.
like Ryu. He wanders the country.
Ryu is very much the poster boy for
The fighting game community.
in a lot of ways, yeah.
I'll wander the country with nothing but my joystick and a few clothes on my back.
Just the challenge. It's all about
going all around the country facing opponents.
It's all about the fight, right?
At different tournaments.
So it's odd. It is odd. If you think about it.
Pretty funny. So you've been to 14 Street Fighter tournaments this year. Do you own a bed? No.
No, but I won this
local
tournament in Minneapolis.
But yeah, so this is it. This is week 5. We'll count down every week that we do stuff so that people know how many are left. This is week 5, and for co-op today we got some interesting stuff. We are going to try out Trials Fusion, which I did download off of PS4, PSN. We're going to do that for a little bit. I don't know how long that'll hold our attention because people have told me there's only 10 co-op maps, so I don't know outside of that. How much of a time frame that's going to be taking up. John suggested that we should do stuff that's basically stuff we won't be able to do once I move. So he's talking like crazy old school stuff, like
stuff no one wants to watch, but
right? Emulated games,
stuff no one wants to see.
Emulated games like the Spider-Man 2-player side scroller, beat 'em
up.
up.
Oh yeah.
From the 1980s, 1990s. Arcades. I suggested we try out Super Mario Brothers.
Yeah, we could do that.
See if we could beat that at some point.
We lost levels.
Oh God, that's so hard, dude. You don't want to do lost levels. That's just asking for punishment, dude. We gotta beat the regular Mario Brothers before we take that shit on.
I probably couldn't anymore.
So we got some interesting stuff we may be doing today.
Well, I hope people act like I'm gonna be dead.
That's it, John. We'll never see him again.
It's like I'm gonna miss him.
Much like
I liked what he did, but
much like these hundreds of thousands of copies of E.T. buried in the Nevada desert, John will be buried. We'll never hear from him again.
I'm kind of upset that they found them.
You're upset that they found them?
Yeah, because it was like this legendary story that was like passed down. You tell people generation to generation.
So it's still true. You still tell it was true. Insane true story.
But it's almost like it takes the mystery away, the fun of it. Because it was always like, is it true or not?
Is it true or not?
Because it was never confirmed that it existed. It was a legend within the gaming world.
Yeah.
But now, okay, like we found it. Oh, great. We found them. Look, there they are. Here they are in the dirt.
Oh,
great, you dicks. You ruined it.
Breaking news.
You ruined the legend.
Breaking news, everyone. This is literally I just got a text about this from Yahoo News. Bigfoot has been found. He's just an incredibly hairy, large man who walks through the forest.
Yeah, see, sometimes you need some kind of things like that. That's why people want to know everything. What happens when you die? What happens with this? Well, sometimes you need some mystery.
The mystique.
I'm not saying everything should be mysterious like that, but you need something like that sometimes. And I feel like they've ruined it for all of us.
They've ruined it for all of us.
Because there was this legend, this funny legend, this funny story that was
a game that was so bad that
for years
they mass produced so much and never sold that
and
they
now all you
took
have
them in the desert.
Now all you have is a bunch of dirt and some cartridges with dirt on them. Thanks a lot. What's funny about it is they acted like they found something great.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, they acted like they did something amazing. That
right.
They found, like, okay, you went to a spot where it was heavily rumored, or there was even information that's where it was, and you fucking dug, and you found them. Okay, great. But they're acting like, oh, look at this is amazing.
Yes,
look what we've done.
We've done it. Yes.
Like, you really didn't do much there.
It's there just because they were filming a documentary. That's what it was. It was a film production crew.
Yeah, I get that, but why is this
you
even
know,
an interesting story?
I don't know. Why was King of Kong an interesting story?
Well, that actually was, I thought. These are people that are competing.
It depends. It all depends on your your viewpoint. Like, for some people, wow, this epic story about this game that there were very few people who were good at, who would invest the time to get to the level these guys were.
But that's not even about
incredible marathon sessions to try to be the best, and this crazy rivalry of this Billy Mitchell weirdo character, who's like this cocky guy because he's good at a video game and he sells hot sauce. And to other people, here's what it is: two idiots who wasted their fucking life playing a stupid game no one cares about.
No, but at the end of the day,
they're important.
At the end of the day, that's not about the game or what they're doing. It's about the people.
How do you know the documentary won't have these zany employees? Oh, E.T. was the best.
It's not going to.
And yes, it was, and then it crashed.
It's not going to, no. Because it's not about, that's about the game. And about the game, okay, the game was bad, you buried it. That's about the game, it's not that interesting. King Kong's about the people. And these guys who want this to achieve this, they work so hard to get this.
I want to know the true story about what on earth made them think that piece of shit game was going to be so popular.
Because it was E.T.
And why did they mass produce so many copies? It was the most produced Atari game ever.
Because they thought the people were, oh, it's E.T., they'll just eat this up, and that's it.
It makes no sense.
No, the story with that is they actually sold a lot.
Yeah,
people returned it.
Right. They didn't want it. It was a piece of garbage.
Most people returned the game. And back then, I guess they didn't. That's why they developed that policy of, like, if you open it, you can't return it, which most stores have now, right? With anything like that. But back then, it was like, this is crap. I'll bring it right back. So they got them all back, and they're like, fuck, what do we do with these? I'll bury them in the desert, and then 30 years from now, these idiots will go and dig them up and act like they found something amazing.
Done it.
Okay.
I know, that's why it's stupid, because they act like it's a big deal, but wait a minute, there's like 100,000 copies out in the public now anyway. Most people have destroyed them because they're garbage, no one wants them.
The only way this is a good story would be like, none exist anymore.
Right, and then they find them.
And then they were all taken, they were all buried, and people don't even know what this game is anymore. They want to play it, but they can't.
Right.
It doesn't exist. We found it. Okay, wow.
This is like the equivalent. That, like, so, they went to the Statue of Liberty and they found a hidden sub-basement in the Statue of Liberty. What is this? And they crack it open and they found 5,000 copies of Shaq Fu.
Well,
yes!
Was it Geraldo? Where he did was inside, he found something. It was like Al Capone's, like, vault or something.
Whoa.
This was like a big special in like the 80s. You don't remember this?
No, I don't remember that.
And they did a live feed of it.
Whoa.
And he's like, they crack it open, it was just completely empty.
Oh.
And he's like, oh.
Oh. Empty.
Yeah. It's not that.
Nothing in here.
It's not as bad as that, but I don't know, whatever, man. King Kong, though, I recommend anyone, even if someone that doesn't play games or play Donkey Kong or anything, like, that's, because there's more to it. Like, if you watch that, if you ever had like a goal or some sort of a dream or something you wanted to do or achieve, like that's what these people are doing. And it's something with no, they're not gonna make money on this. It's not really that important. It's like a couple dudes.
Matter. Right,
it's a couple dudes in that arcade in Rhode Island or whatever. But they're just insane, and that's what they want to do, and there's something about it, right?
In a way, that's a good parallel to, say, the Street Fighter community, where at one point it was like a grassroots group
of people. At one point it was like that, yeah.
We play just to have fun, to be the best. Doesn't really mean anything. I'm not going to get rich off of it or anything. It's just, now today it's about the e-celebrity, and I want to go on YouTube and Twitch, and I want to make money doing it and get sponsorships and be on Twitter and have 100,000 Twitter followers.
At one point, you go back to like 2003, right? And you think about, like, there was no chance of that happening.
Right.
We thought about it. If someone was to ask you, you're like, no.
It was a complete waste of time.
Capcom stopped making the games.
You would win EVO. It wouldn't matter. Who cares? You won EVO.
It's weird because when you're in that bubble,
you think it's big.
You think it is.
Right.
And then you're like, oh, these 10 people on this website will think I'm great if I...
Wow. Sure, you can nut huggers are rubbing my e-cock now. Big deal.
When you're in that bubble, it's like, oh, wow, but... I'm just saying, like, in that point, like 10 years ago, like, they weren't even making the fighting games anymore.
Yeah.
Completely dead. The tournaments.
It wasn't until 2009 when Street Fighter 4 came out.
Remember, you go to tournaments and, like, 30 people enter, you're like, oh my god, this is a ton of people.
Yeah, it was a huge event. 30 people
30 people? Oh, shit.
This is great.
Yeah, man. So, it's just, things change, So.
Yeah. It's weird how stuff changes over time. Interesting.
We'll probably go back to that too.
Oh yeah, right now it's starting to, because Really, look, there's no new games. They're fizzling out. People are desperately waiting for this Ultra Street Fighter 4. They're craving it because there's nothing to really do.
It's just kind of like bubbles, right? So
it's a bubble. It's peaks and valleys.
It's like any kind of entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
If you look at any kind of entertainment thing,
right now there was this giant spike. We'll think of it this way: 1991, 92, huge fucking spike. Street Fighter 2.
Then it went to hell,
and it kind of leveled out around late 90s, 99. And then it dipped around 2003, all the way to 2009. No one cared anymore.
It was way.
2009, Street Fighter 4 comes out. Whoosh, here we go again. So we're gonna have a good, 6-7 years where it'll be popular. Then all of a sudden it'll plateau. Then all of a sudden, near like probably the end of the 20 teens or whatever years, it'll drop. And then all of a sudden, then a new thing will come, and it'll, that's what it is. It's just popularity waves.
It'll come back. But that's like this is the entertainment business, right?
That's right.
Whatever's hot now isn't, and whatever used to be.
In 2010, 2011, I was huge. I was big on YouTube and monstrous views on everything I did.
It's all about you.
That's right. And then now, now I'm at that leveling point where it's like a kind of jive.
Well, you look at what's popular now, the superhero movies. Do you think it's gonna last forever, or do you think there's gonna be a point where?
No, eventually, it'll get.
Then they'll bring them back, right?
Of course,
or whatever it is.
Do it all. Godzilla's about to come out.
A couple of years ago, those weird vampire movies. Those aren't around anymore.
Right, those are gone. Godzilla now will come out. He'll be hot.
Godzilla's gonna be hot.
If it's good, they'll do a sequel.
Godzilla's gonna hit the red carpet.
They're doing another Gamera movie in Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, to kind of coincide with what's going
on.
What's
cool
Godzilla.
Is they put out a ton of the Godzillas on Blu-ray now. Like Best Buy, they just put them all. They're like double packs.
Really? Because I've been looking for that. All I saw was Biollante. I didn't see any of the other ones on Blu-ray.
No, they put out a ton of them. Like I was there last week. They were released. They released like 6 at once.
I'm gonna check this week then.
They each had 2.
Nice.
It's like, oh damn.
Nice.
Yeah, they're trying to cash in on the.
The new Godzilla. Of course.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Because there were a ton of those.
Yeah.
Versus Mothra. Versus.
Some of them I have though. They're like
King Ghidorah.
Yeah, they had
Mecha Ghidorah. Mecha Godzilla.
Mecha Ghidorah.
Yeah, there's Mecha Godzilla, Mecha Ghidorah. There was.
I like the later ones.
Biollante.
They got kind of weird in like the 80s.
The later ones?
No, those are the ones I like. I like the ones from like 2000-ish, like Final Wars. And,
Final Wars was great. Final Wars was very good.
I'm saying the wave before that was kind of weaker. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. Fuck. There was Biollante. There was the Smog Monster.
I don't know. I never heard of that one.
Yeah.
Godzilla versus Space Godzilla. Someone brings up.
That was true. That was one. Yep. Space Godzilla. Yep.
Yeah. It's fun, man. It's fun stuff.
It's coming up. A lot of people ask that we play Godzilla games, but I don't think there's any good ones for us to really play.
King of the Monsters today.
Could play King of the Monsters, but it's not really a...
Well, it kind of is.
It's not even a game that has like an ending.
It's derivative of Godzilla.
Yeah. It's supposed to be King Kong, Godzilla, and Ultraman.
There's some other people in it too. I think the second one they had a bunch of weird fucking creatures.
The beetle. The beetle dude.
You gotta play, was it Rampage?
Rampage.
You can play that one.
Oh my god.
You wanna play that? That'll get 5 views.
Yeah, seriously. That'll clear the stream.
No, we should play it, man.
Rampage.
Oh, it is fun, man.
Yeah, those are classics. Those are the ones,
kid.
before everything was super high resolution.
I was a kid, you go to the arcade and they had Rampage and the Simpsons game. You're like, oh, so here we go. Set.
Too good.
Yeah.
You go in with $5 to $10, and you would be like so sad. You'd be get to the end of the Simpsons. You're like the next to last boss, and you run out of money. You're like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I'm never gonna see the end of this game. And you go beg your parents, can I have more money? No. We're going home.
I remember when I was a kid, man. I remember this, but I didn't know what I was doing. But I was in the arcade, and this guy was in like the last level of Golden Axe.
Oh man!
And he was at a point where there's nothing on the screen, and it was just saying like continue. And he's like, "Hey kid, could you just watch this? I'm gonna go get more money."
Oh no!
But as a kid, like I didn't get it, so I just started playing.
Oh!
And I of course die in like 5 seconds. I was probably like 6 years old, by the way.
Yeah.
Of course, I die in like a minute. And he comes back and he's just like, doesn't say anything, but he just has like the most like disappointed disappointed look. And then I realized like maybe a few years later when I got into like playing, I was like, oh, you know what, I fucked that guy over. Right?
Wow.
And then I realized it at the time.
The ultimate dick move in an arcade.
I didn't know what I was doing though. I thought he was like
ultimate dick move.
I thought he was like play the game until I get back.
You're playing the game, get to like near the end.
Yeah.
You go, okay, I got plenty of time to go get money. And some kid runs up and he says the counter's counting down. He mashes all the fucking buttons so the counter expires. He's like, fuck you, buddy.
People used to think that too, yeah. The counter's going down, hit the buttons.
Hit the buttons, fuck him
No,
over.
it makes it worse.
Get him.
And then I remember the first time I played Street Fighter 2, when it first came out, I was like, what was it, 91 or something? What was it?
91, yep.
So again, I was like 6. Something like that, 7, I don't know. And go to like put the like this looks awesome. This looks amazing. Everyone's playing it, and there's like some teenager. He picked Honda, and he's beating everybody. So I'm like, I'm gonna play this. So I put the money in, and I picked Blanca, and all he did was 100-hand slaps.
Yep.
He just kept mashing the slaps and laughing, and I'd never played. I had no idea how to do anything, and he won, and he had the most dickish look.
He was laughing.
Yeah, what an asshole. And then I think I did some damage. That's when I was like, someday I'll be good at this.
Honda was like the day one character. That's who I picked when the game was new.
Oh, yeah, you just did the 100-hand slaps.
No, here's what you do, right? So you keep doing the 100-hand slap, and then eventually the people realize they have to jump. So what you do is you wait, and when they jump, Honda's jumping roundhouse, if it counter hits in that game, does like 30% damage, like no lie.
Uh-huh.
So you just be a dick. You'll start the round with a 100-hand slap, and you just walk backwards. And if they come at you, you just jump roundhouse them. You they die in like 5 seconds. Like, motherfucker, cocksucker. There were people who were like, I was beating them.
Yeah.
And they were so because they're older than me.
Yeah.
And they were like so pissed. They were like fucking throwing their sodas and shit. What the fuck? This kid's fucking piece of shit. You know, he's so angry.
This kid's a piece of shit.
Fucking bullshit, cock. Fuck.
Dude, that was magic back then, because like no one knew anything about the game. And
Right,
no idea
right.
So people were like just trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah.
And so, someone would find something like that was abusable.
Yeah.
And like randomly, and they just keep doing it. And you're like, what the hell is this? You know?
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, that was
because no one knew how to do shoryukens or anything. No one knew what an anti-air was.
People would get it by accident.
Yeah, and they're like, how'd I do that?
But because they would be mashing. And there'd be all kinds of weird. Oh, you have to push like up, down, and like around. Like people just come up with, "Oh, this is how I did it." Pushed all the buttons.
Yeah.
Did like 4 360s on the controller. And like,
there it is.
that's how I did it. And then you tried to do it.
Yep.
It was genius because like it was such a money making scheme. Really, like, let's put this out with all this intricate stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No one's really going to know how to do it. Most people, some people will find it on like magazines or whatever, but for the majority of people won't know.
Right.
So they'll keep paying money to figure out how to do
Trying
it.
to figure out how to do more advanced stuff.
Yeah.
And the game had stuff in it that they didn't intend either, you know.
Right.
I remember, I can tell you, like, literally from start to finish, the progression of the game. First it was all Hondas, then it was all Blancas. Everyone would do the Blanca ball. Then everyone realized if you hit the Blanca ball, it does, like, insane damage. So then that went away. Then everyone picked Ken and Ryu and would just do jumping kick, and then little kick, which would dizzy you.
And the Shotos became...
And it became an infinite, basically, a touch of death, because you could do that little kick. Then, when people realized how to block it properly, then it was all about kick throws.
Yeah.
Walk up, you block, throw.
Yeah, but then there was like, you guys allowed to throw. Because after that point,
Mm-hmm.
people were like, no, throws are banned.
Right. They would say that. Oh, it's so cheap. Wire throws do so much damage.
You can't throw, and then if you threw someone by accident, you'd have to let them throw you.
Yeah, do a throwback. Can I get my throwback? What?
Okay.
In my arcade, if you didn't get the throwback, they would, like, blew you up outside.
Oh, yeah.
No lie. Like, it would be like, you'd be pandy, disrespectful.
People get pissed, man. If they got thrown, they fucking, like, smack the console.
Yeah.
Fuck, you threw me. Okay.
Fucking bullshit.
All right, here, throw me back. Okay, I'm gonna die if you let me. If you throw me back, I'm gonna die for sure. Makes perfect sense.
It was weird. It was.
I never understood that.
It was a weird time.
For Mortal Kombat 3, they had those codes you could put in.
Yep.
So that everyone would always do the code for no throw.
Yeah. Yep. No throws allowed.
No throws. We're just gonna come up with our own rules. Hey, yeah, no throw. How about you're not allowed to touch the buttons? How about that? That's the new rule. You dick.
Only blocking is allowed.
Yeah, I remember like throwing somebody and then just apologizing like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, dude. Oh, fuck, I screwed up. Sorry,
I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah.
I swear it wasn't me."
Ridiculous.
Yeah, because that's how overpowered throws were back then. They would do upwards of 30% of your life. A character like Blanca who had the bite. Oh my god, dude, he could mash it to be like 50%. Seriously.
Yeah.
You can a good masher would get insane amounts of damage.
Yeah, it was good times, man. We used to do a lot of times.
Yeah.
Friday nights, freaking like, from I was like 17 to like 22. It was every Friday and Saturday night.
For me, it was much earlier than that. It was.
Yeah, well, I got drive, so.
I started around. I would have to say like 9, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah.
All the way until.
You just got dropped off. You'd stay all night and.
So when I was younger, my dad would stay. After that, he would drop me off. Yeah. When I was much younger, he would stay.
Yeah, I couldn't really go until I had my license. And then it was on.
See, for me, it was only a couple blocks away, so it wasn't a big deal. My dad didn't really care.
Yeah.
And then after that, then I stopped going to that arcade. I started going to the mall once I got my license. The mall arcade. Did that for a while.
What's your game?
What's your game was the one in Bridgeport. It's gone. Yeah.
I went to it like maybe 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, it's gone.
And
it's a church now.
Wow. Huh. When did it close?
A while ago, mid 2000s.
That was pretty much.
That was it, because there were no new games. There was nothing.
Yeah.
His last hurrah was he got the DDR games. He was trying to get people in there to play DDR.
Yeah.
And that worked for a while, like a year or two, and then it died out, and that was it.
Our place closed, I think, 2004, 2003. When it went down.
The mall arcade was open for a while.
Yeah, but it was like bad shape. The Marvel 2 cabinet.
Near the end, yeah.
So, yeah.
Near the end, it was bad.
Yeah.
There was one point when it was good. It was, there was always people there. They actually went and got out the optic fucking 360 sticks, which later we found out were shit.
We're like, wait, we don't want these anymore. We just bought these fucking things.
Yeah, like $100 each. You
Dude,
put them in. They never worked.
We would like tell the guy what to get, and then he had no idea how to fucking do it.
Yeah.
Install it, so we would have to install it.
Mm-hmm.
He would just open the thing, and everyone would just,
Yeah. I still remember when Marvel 2 came out. Luckily, one of the manager of the arcade, FYE, in the Trumbull Mall, was a gamer. And the night that Marvel 2 that they got it, he fucking stayed there overnight, pushing the credits.
Oh, God.
To unlock all the characters.
Oh, my God.
I couldn't believe what a trooper that it was like 7 hours. I'm not kidding.
What, you just read a book or something? And just...
Yeah. So he was there. I think like him and like a couple people hung out.
Yeah.
And we're just like there doing it all night.
Hey, man, they knew they were making more money if...
Oh, yeah. They were the biggest one because they were the only one in the state that had it. And so people were coming from all over to play all the characters.
They knew they were going to make some money if they had all those characters. So
it was incredible.
Do what you got to do.
What a stupid game mechanic. The more money you put in it, it unlocks new characters.
We went to Chinatown a bunch of times. I went with you a bunch of times.
Yep.
Which was never really good.
No, it's not. It's never a good experience. It's a little closet.
It was interesting to go.
It's a little closet. It's crowded. It's hot. The machines rarely work all the way that they're supposed to.
The fun of it was like having your crew, like your guys from your local place.
Yeah.
And then you all jump in a car and you go wherever.
Right. The road trip
We're taking over this fucking place.
Walking around Chinatown, going to dinner together.
It was freaking Pokemon, dude.
It was fun.
It was the Pokemon, because there was no online play and shit, so you would...
It was like the local gym is going to invade the other gym.
Yeah.
That's right.
And you have no idea who's there or how they play or if they're good.
Yeah, who are you? I don't know.
And then I remember when we would go,
Fuck are you?
we would go like wherever, and there'd be like a pecking order of like who goes first. Like the weaker guys would play, and then you'd see like the best 2 or 3 players would be in the back just watching shit go down. And then maybe the local wherever you were, the local guy would win. He'd beat all your scrubs that were with you.
Right.
And then you're like, all right, fucking Jeff, get in there and take all your top go shit. He's stepping up, Yeah, it was fun, man. It was fun times, man.
Yeah, it was, and it was a different time,
Yeah, and then sometimes people come to your arcade.
Right.
Who the fuck is this? Oh, that's so and so from here.
Wait a minute, that's from New York. Yeah, that's what happened. We had a tournament.
Yeah.
And Josh Wigfall and Mike D showed up from New York. Like who? What the fuck? Like they actually came, and they won. I remember.
Everyone's like talking low.
Wigfall got first.
It's this guy.
I forget who got second. I think it was one of our local guys who actually got second.
Yeah.
But I think the reason he got second was because the way the brackets were that there was no way that like the 2 New York guys could have gotten first. I don't know. It was a weird thing.
Well, then there's all the controversies.
Yeah.
You made us play each other.
Right.
You suck.
Right.
This machine. There's always the machine's a piece of shit. Like when people lose in the end. We went down there, like these guys came and we beat their ass. Oh, the machine was shit.
The machine was a piece of crap.
That's why you guys fucking suck.
You guys didn't have those Wyco 360s like we were used to, so fuck you.
Your screen was off or whatever the hell there was,
The buttons were not responsive.
Yeah, the buttons are screwed. You guys, how do you play on this shit?
How do you play? Sitting at a weird angle. There's an odd odor.
Well, yeah, because every fucking cabinet was different.
An odd odor coming out of the cabinet.
Every cabinet that was made was totally different from the other one, right? Did you ever see 2 that were the same?
No, you're right. They're all completely different.
They were either converted from something else,
yep,
or they were built by some asshole that didn't know what he was doing. So,
That was my favorite. The cabinet that it was the marquee cabinet that they made for Street Fighter 3 when it came out, and it was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
It was a Capcom design cabinet.
Yeah.
It was a piece of shit.
Yeah.
Because you had a giant screen, right?
Yeah. Then you had
You had
the space in between.
the space in between.
That's where everyone would throw their coats,
Right.
their bags and stuff.
And then you had the console where you would play the game. But what they did for Street Fighter 3, they angled them.
Yeah.
Remember how they were kind of angled outward to play?
They were trying to give people space.
They wanted people space to play and people to watch. The problem was
now you're sitting on an angle.
now you're watching the screen from an angle.
Yep.
And so you would always naturally move your body to try to be parallel with the screen, and you'd look down and you realize, oh, I just got hit because I'm crooked to the controls. I remember that thing.
Yeah, you'd probably be going to ECC this time of year, right? We're getting ready.
Yeah, Memorial Day weekend is coming up.
Get your crappy hotel room with 35 people in it.
Yep. Get your joystick in line.
You're gonna get over that stick and
get it going.
All the wires. Well, originally it was arcade only though, so you brought it to the hotel to play.
Oh, you would play it in the hotel.
Yeah.
That's what it was for. You play the console version in the hotel.
You have like 6 Dreamcasts going in one hotel room.
Yep. TVs out the ass. Carry
like,
TVs into the fucking hotel room.
You go to people's rooms and be like, oh, like a fucking horror, man.
What the hell is this?
You got like 25 TVs, sticks. People
playing
passed
all
out.
night. People that don't sleep.
People are passed out. Just wires everywhere.
I keep playing. I'm afraid I'm gonna die.
Why do people think that was?
Playing?
Why do people decide to play all night when like the tournament's the next morning? Like,
I don't know.
You gotta like perform and play well.
They thought that it would get them on their game.
Just play all night, for. I'll be ready.
I don't know. That was a different.
I'll be ready
that
for
was
it.
a weird, different time, man. Wow. Wow.
You remember the tournament that the tournament that I just met you like recently before that, and you were running like the CVS tournament, and I fucking showed up late, so I was disqualified. You probably don't remember this.
I disqualified a shitload of people, man.
No, I'm not saying you disqualified me, like whoever was, but like basically I just met you like maybe like a couple weeks before the tournament, so I got there late, so I was disqualified. I'm like, it was like, could you do something about it? And you got me into one of the other, whatever's like the groups.
Oh, okay.
So I was able to get into one of the other. But I probably missed the tour because we were playing all night like that. Like I was saying.
Yeah.
Stupid,
Like, what the hell?
So you play the whole night being idiots with the people you came with, who you play all the time, and then you can't wake up for the tour.
The event you traveled to be in, you missed.
You missed it because you Oh man, stupidity, man. Right?
It was wild. It certainly was wild.
Yeah, that was a different time, right?
It is different. We'll never go back to those ways.
Different time.
All right, John. I think we should start smart, guys, since we've now half an hour over the time we were supposed to start it. Reminiscing.
Okay.
All right, sounds good.
So when you do when you get old, you just
sit here reminiscing.
You try to
about
make
old
the
times.
stuff. You try to make the stuff you've been through seem important.
That's
You
right.
don't feel as bad about your.
As you can see, the
age.
entire stream chat is talking about Godzilla and other
They're
things.
like,
They don't care.
We don't give a shit.
They don't give a shit.
Like, what is?
All right, everyone. So we'll end the pre-stream, and then we're going to start with Smart Guys. Very good.